Alright, so boom gang, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome to the channel. My name's Uta Beefs. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, Uta_Beefs. Look out for the logo. I don't know why I keep saying that, but just look out for the logo because I swear Instagram's got me on a shadow ban. Like, I can't even tag myself. It's crazy, but yeah, gang. Where was I? Before we start, I gotta say a big thank you to Dan, the boss man at Crawley Surplus, for letting me borrow this rifle, this Reximex, to do a review. Literally, gang, if you watch the DRS video, it's the next day I came back to do this one. You get me, sir? Big thanks to Dan letting me borrow these over the little Christmas holidays. You get me? And gang, if you know, I'm way more excited to shoot this Reximex than I was the DRS, to tell the truth. Because if you know, it's a budget rifle, it's got wood on it, and it's a compact rifle, so I'm kind of looking forward to it. You get me? I'm excited, so big thanks to Dan again. So boom, gang, let's get into it now. As you can see, it's a Reximex, which is a Turkish brand. I've done a review on a couple Turkish brands, which they've all been alright, like the Empire XS, the Effecto PX5. They've all come decent, but let's get into this rifle now. So boom, as you can see, it comes in a cardboard box. I'm not a fan of, just means that you have to spend more money on a hard case. But for the price of this rifle, I guess you can't really complain, you get me, sir? Let's go into it. Let me show you what's inside. So boom, firstly, you get a magazine or a catalogue of all of their rifles and all of their products that they sell. I'm not gonna go into it, but it's in the case, or you can probably pick one of these up at Surplus store if anything, but check their website, it's way easier. You get the foam and some little poppers to protect the rifle and shipping and everything. Put that back there. Alright, boom. You got the box of stuff. Let's go into it. Alright, so firstly, you get the user's manual, which don't make no sense. I ain't said it, but boom, I've got the LYRA-K. This user's manual is on a LYRA. It's two complete different rifles because the LYRA has got a long air tank on the front and it's got the gauge on the side and everything, whereas this one's got a bottle as the air tank and the gauge, and you fill it from the bottom, so don't make no sense with that. Alright, secondly, you get a chrono sheet. So it says the chrono disc using RWS Superfields, the 15.9 grains, and it was shooting, the highest I can see is 11.63 foot-pounds. The lowest I can see is 11.31 foot-pounds. 11.63 is 574 feet per second. So yeah, you get a little chrono sheet. You get a complimentary target sheet as well, a target card. These ones I kind of worked out. This was what they were supposed to do their tests on, but they never done it on, so yeah, these are just that. Alright, then let's get into the airgun parts now and accessories. So boom, you get two magazines, two 12-shot magazines. Decent. These magazines were annoying, but yeah, two 12-shot magazines. Put that back there. Also in the box you get a little bag, and in the bag there is that's supposed to be in there. There's an O-ring in there. There is a Picatinny rail that you can fit to the bottom of the stock, so you can put a bipod on there. I love that, but I don't think I'll be using it today, I don't think. Also, you get a single shot loader or a single shot tray. I love that. But these ones are pants, if you know. I don't know if the gap is big enough to fit my finger, but if I can, I'm gonna try not to use this, you get me? But yeah, you get the single shot tray. You get like 4 Allen keys, just in case you wanna think like for the stock and everything, or tuning or whatnot. You get some O-rings. You get 2 screws. I don't know what they're for, but if I find out later on in the review, we're looking at the rifle, I'll let you know. And also, which is a plus, you get a quick connect or a quick connect adapter, because it's a Foster fitting on the rifle. But yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's everything in that little box. Let me just put this little box aside and everything. So gang, now it's just the rifle. Alright, so boom gang, this is the Reximex LYRA-K in 2.2. I had to get it in 2.2, you get me? Because I don't think Dan had any 177s there, so yeah, it's in 2.2. Gang, I do like this rifle. If you lot don't know, I sold my Artemis P15. I love that rifle, but I sold it. So all I got now is my FX Wildcat and my FX Impact. So I need another budget rifle with a wood stock. I have got the RM8, but I'm trying to get rid of that, to tell the truth, and yeah, upgrade. So boom, yeah. So this is a decent rifle, a nice short compact rifle. If you know me, I don't like sporter stocks because they just make the rifle long as hell, you get me? But yeah, they kept this one, it's short and everything, but it looks decent, can't lie. I do like the stock and everything as well. So without further ado, let's get into it. So boom, starting from the back as always, gang, you've got the rubber butt pad, which is quite grippy, I can't lie, so it will stick in the shoulder. You got the cheek piece, which is part of the stock, so it's wood. In here it's cold, gang, I ain't gonna lie, so it's cold. It will be a little cold in the face, but it will feel good because the wood feels good. It's sanded nicely and smooth. But yeah, like I said, the stock, sticking on with the stock. You got the grip, which is stippled. It's got a light stipple on it. The front as well, the foregrip is stippled too, so a little extra grip. Moving to the top now, you've got a Picatinny rail. I've been trying, no, it is metal. Yeah, you got the Picatinny rail. Looks decent, I can't lie. Like, these Turkish airgun brands are really, or Turkish companies, they've really upgraded with their rifles, you know, I can't lie. But yeah, you got the Picatinny rail at the top. Moving down, you got the cocking lever, gang. It's kind of stiff because it's fresh new, it hasn't been worn in, but it feels good. Is it on safety? Yeah, no, I ain't learned it. And you can decock it by holding back the cocking lever, pressing the trigger, and just riding it forward. So yeah, the cocking lever is quite decent, I cannot lie. So yeah, it's decent. You might want to get a little chunky one still, so you got more grip and everything. Alright, so moving in front of the cocking lever now, you've got a little power adjuster. On the side here, this side, you've got like the plus and the minus, so you can turn it up and down, and depending on where you're shooting, like if you're doing pesting in a barn or something, you can turn it down. If you're doing target shooting or hunting outside, turn it up and everything, you get me? Alright, moving down now, you got the trigger, which is a 2-stage adjustable trigger. Feels quite decent, but like I always say, if you get your rifle, you have to adjust it to how you like the feel of it. You've got your safety in front. Alright, then you pull it back for safe. and then you move it forward for fire. It's quite decent. It's a bit stiff again, but it's not worn in like always. So once it wears in, it will feel a bit smoother, you get me? But yeah, it's decent. Alright, moving up to the top again. So boom, you got the shroud, which covers the barrel. The barrel is 380 millimeters. And on the end of the shroud now, you've got a little cover that covers the half inch UNF threaded. No, the end of the shroud is 1/2 inch UNF threaded, and you got the cover on it as well. So you can fit one of your favorite silencers or whatever keeps it quiet. You're gonna see what I put on it and everything later. All right then, so boom, you got the bottle on the front, the air tank, which is a 250cc bottle. Decent, so you will get quite a lot of shots, and the rifle is regulated, gang. All right, let's go to the bottom now. So boom, on the bottom, you've got your pressure gauge to tell you how much air is in the rifle, and it's a 250 bar max fill. Above that now, you got where you fill your rifle, and it's a Foster fitting. Like I said, with that quick connect, you just put that on here quickly, easy, fill up your rifle. And then yeah, moving in front of that now, you've got a little sling mount. So you can add a sling to the rifle, and then you've got one at the bottom underneath the cheek piece, the bottom of the stock basically. So yeah, you can fit a sling to it. And also in front of the sling point or sling mount, you've got a little, I don't know what you call this, but you've got a place where you can put a screw. That is for the bipod rail. You can put the bipod on this one and then just screw it on from the front. So yeah, it's quite easy. Gang, I think that is it from the rifle. It's not basic, but it's quite decent. There are other little things as well. I think this is the regulator on the top here, you know, to tell the truth, gang. I'll give you a picture. All right, obviously you've got the breech where the magazine goes. It's quite thick, but I don't know if I can fit my finger in there, but I might try it, cause the magazine and everything. I'm not a fan of magazines, you get me? And gang, let me just talk about shouldering. Gang, it does feel good when you're shouldering, I cannot lie. And obviously, if you're offhand shooting, you can always pull the rifle into you with this little bit that they got here. So yeah, it's comfy to shoot offhand, but I want to see how accurate it is, you get me? See the little effect, I mean the Reximex branding on here. It's got the honeycomb part on the butt pad. But yeah, gang, that is it. Let me go set up the rifle. I need to go take my scope off for the impact. I'm gonna go set up down there as well. I'm gonna zero it to 50. No, to 30. We're gonna do 30. If it does good at 30, then we'll go to 50. So yeah, let me go set up everything. Let's get busy with this rifle, you get me? Alright, so again, let me give you the rundown quickly. So boom, I've got the Element Helix 6-24 by 50 on top. I put the LYRA-K silencer on there. It doesn't look great on there because it don't look like too fitting, but it weren't for looks. I done it because it's quiet. This rifle is kind of loud, you get me? So I got the LYRA-K on there. I put the bipod rail on there because my stand made the rifle way too high. So I put the bipod rail on there so I can fit my bipod. And I've got 2 dots out there at 30 yards. I'm going to be using the 15.89 grain JSBs, the Diablos, you get me? So I've got 2 dots out there at 30 yards. I'm going to do one with a magazine and I'm gonna try do one without a magazine, 5-shot group without a magazine, just to see if there's a difference in accuracy. But from zeroing, it does shoot alright. You get me, sir? So, yeah, gang, let me go set up the camera down there and everything. And let's get active with this rifle now, you get me? Right, so gang, camera's down there rolling. Let me give it don't know how much that was, but that was just to warm up the barrel. So boom, again. First dot on the left. Alright, first shot. Alright, kind of jumpy, so watch this now, gang. I didn't try this before, but I don't know if my fingers will fit in there. Alright, we got one. Let's go for the second lot now. And I'm going to do 5 shots, but I'm going to be loading it on my fingers to see if we can get a different group size than the magazine. So boom, first shot on the left one. On the left dot, on the right dot, sorry. So boom, first shot on the right dot. See, all of the other Turkish rifles there, breech was kind of wide. This one isn't, so it's a bit tricky for me to get my finger in. But I can do it without messing up the skirt. So, right, second shot now. Third shot. Can't get in the hole, babes. Come on, man. Let's get in there quickly. Alright, this one's tricky, gang. I can see the hole there. Alright, 2 fingers. Put it in between the 2 fingers. Move it down. Apologies, gang. This is why you need the single shot tray, but I don't trust that single shot tray. Alright, what's that? This is the fourth shot. Alright, last one now, gang. Come on, please go in nicely. Alright, last shot, gang. I might bring it out for 50, but that's 30 yards, gang. Let me see what I'm gonna do. Alright, so gang, I've 0 to 50 yards. As you lot saw, the groups at 30 yards with the magazine weren't good, so I'm gonna try and load these ones with my fingers to shoot at 50 yards. I did try the single shot loader that comes in the kit in the box, but it makes the cocking tight, so I said, nah, let me just load it with my fingers. It takes long, but I know I can get better groups out of it. So boom, gang, 50 yards. Camera's down there rolling. There's only one dot, so boom, first shot. Second shot. Tell it ain't gonna be that great already. But gang, you have to remember it is a 2-2, so we're not expecting the best groups at 50. That's 4. I ain't used none of these, have I? I've been going in the tin. That's 4. This is the last one, gang. We're gonna go. Check these groups. Gang, that is it. Let's go take a look at these groups quickly. Alright, so boom, gang. Let me give you these groups quickly. This is a 5p and it is 80 millimeters in diameter. And I'm going to be using these to check the group sizes quickly. So boom. First group, which was done with a magazine. You lot know I don't like magazines because you can see why here. But let me show you. That's decent. We can get 4 under the 5p at 30 yards with the magazine. But watch this now. If you can load it by your hand, or if you can find a single shot loader on eBay or something, complete different set of groups to that one, innit? Cover that with a 5p easy. So yeah, if you are thinking about getting a Reximex LYRA-K single shot loader from eBay if they have any. So boom, that's the 30 yard group. Let's check the 50 yard now. Right, 50 yards. We've got 1, 2, 3, and there's 2 through this hole here. Boom, 5p. We can cover 4 shots with it. Can't get the 5th one, obviously, but this could just be a pellet thing, gang. If you find the right pellet, you might can get a little tight group like that, but I only got the 15.89 grains, cause that's what my Wildcat like. I don't really buy no other pellets for it, so. Gang, this rifle is decent. 30 yards, 50 yards. Just get to know your rifle, or the LYRA-K, and it might be good for you, to tell the truth, so. Gang, let me end out this video quickly now. Alright, so boom, gang, that is it for me and the Reximex LYRA-K in 2.2. Done alright, you know, but like I always say, with these lower budget brands, you just gotta learn them. Like I said, loading it with the fingers, it was better than the magazine and the single shot load, you get me? Gang, I can't even lie. You might even see me with this next year. I'm saying I want to get rid of my RMA, I need to sell it, but I might just ask Dan to sell it and then just give him some money on top, you get me, sir? Yeah, big thanks to Dan for letting me do a review on this. Gang, that is it for me, car. Everyone's starting to come now, sir. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, Uta_beefs. Make sure you come check out Cruelly Surplus store as well, gang. I need you lot to get involved in this air gun thing for summer next year, you get me? So gang, I'll see you in the next video.
Gang. In every gang, there is a man that'll bring that violence. You don't post, you don't snap, he just moves real quiet. In every gang, there is a man.